All right, so I was not planning on doing a video today, but I got in for my run. I look at my email, the weekly update, and another softball launched out to us here. And when it rains, it pours, it seems. It just seems like there's been update after update that, in my opinion anyways, do not favor the existing teacher. So I'll talk about that at the end. And I'm sorry, VIP Kid, if you aren't happy about me doing this video, I'm sorry, but I'm just telling it as it is. Anyways, we'll get right into it at the end of it, and I'll show you just what I'm concerned about now in terms of the updates VIPKID is making. Okay, thank you for coming back to the channel. Number one, on to the weight control tip. And I want to clarify, if you want to stand up in class, go out, get yourself a yoga mat, fold it over and put it underneath your feet. You need that cushion that's under your feet. That will help your back immensely. I would not be able to stand up through every class unless I had that. I wouldn't. My lower back would just ache. So also on with the tips. I give these tips. I know you can't implement them all. It doesn't make sense maybe for you to implement them all, but maybe there's one or two that works with your lifestyle. That's why I give them. Maybe one or two will stick. My tip today is don't eat lots of small meals throughout the day. I know we're sort of taught that will help your metabolism, and it will, yes. And in theory, yes, it looks great, but when you put it into practice, at least when I put it into practice, I eat all those small meals and I still have just as big of a lunch or supper. So I end up getting more calories. My metabolism definitely does not get fast enough to make up for all the extra meals and calories. It doesn't work in practice, at least not with me. So try not to do that. If you can make it work, fine, but I know I can't with that part. Okay, summer vacation with the students. We're getting a little more clarity here now. It sounds like for most, and again, we don't know exactly because every province, every city is different, but for the most part, it looks like they're going to have an abbreviated summer in August. So some students are going to have the whole month of August off. Some are going to have a couple of weeks off. That seems to be the majority of the cases. There will be exceptions to that, I know, but that seems to be where most are fitting into. So that sounds great for August. Extra bookings in August because students will be off. That's great. I already said that July is going to be a better month because I think teachers are going to break away and go on vacation a bit or a staycation and teach less. So that'll bring down the supply of teachers. And we know September is going to be a boomer of a month because the teachers are going back to school, hopefully, and that will bring down the slots also. So there's some good news coming forward. July, August, and September, I think, are going to be much better going forward. So things to look forward to there. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you are new around here, please bang on the subscribe button. I love subscribers. You make my day. Subscribe to the channel. I do videos every few days. Scour, look for information, bring it back here to give to you. And please do like my videos because it will help them get more views, and I appreciate that. Okay, on to raise. I want to clarify with raises. So I said in my other video that I wasn't going to be eligible for a raise or not eligible to potentially qualify, and I was wrong. I got clarification back from VIPKID that even though they came out with their update at the end of May, I renewed at the start of June, I still am eligible in December for a raise. So that sounds like to me that whenever your next raise review is, and that's once every year, you will be eligible for a raise. So at least that's what I'm reading from their email. I got confirmation back a few days ago about that. So for me, I am eligible potentially in December if I can keep my stats up, and with the way the 5 apple percentages have been going recently, well, that might be a challenge, but it sounds like in the update VIPKID is looking into that, so hopefully they can fix it. Apparently the parents don't know where to find it. They've moved it in the app. At least that's what we're being told anyways. So that's why the decrease in feedback. I don't know. But anyways, hopefully it's fixed because so many things hinge on that. Our raise, our bookings, etc., etc., etc. hinge on that. It is so important for teachers. So on to trial and supplementary courses. I don't know about you, but supplementary courses have dried up significantly. I'm not getting near as many of these anymore. I used to get about 20% of my classes were supplementary courses. Now I'm lucky if I get 1 or 2 a week or get a few a week. Not very many at all. Here's my thoughts on that. I think they've dried up because a lot of the freebies the parents were getting have dried up. So maybe they were using a lot of those freebies for the supplementary courses. I don't know, but that seems to be what makes sense there for that part. So if you're seeing a decrease in supplementary courses, you're not the only one for that part. Also, on trial certificates. So as you know, I said no for any more trial classes because I just felt they were no-showing too much in my schedule, and that was hurting my overall business as a teacher. So I said, enough of this. I had my trial certificates removed. And I was thinking the other day, maybe I should implement and get those back because my bookings have come down, just like everyone else's have, I'm sure, as well. And then I'm like, well, those trials, they always tend to book in that peak time period. And I don't have an issue, at least so far. Maybe that'll change here, the way things have been going. But I don't have an issue usually getting those peak time periods. So if I go out and get my trial certificate, well, I'm probably just shooting myself in the foot again because they're going to move into my peak time periods, take that away from what is getting booked and not showing up, and then that just doesn't work. So anyways, I think I'm still going to stay away from the trial certificates. Let me know in the comments on what you think in terms of the trial certificates, supplementary courses, just the current events. Also, I do love your comments. Leave some comments. Okay, now on to the key topic of the video, which is no more priority booking requests. What? No more priority booking requests. So priority booking requests, just for you to know anyways, those that don't know, is when the parent can book you 2 weeks out. So when they get that automatic request, or we get that automatic request saying that the parent is booking us out every 2 weeks for that part. So those are great because it's great for VIPKID in my opinion, because it allows them to get reoccurring business. That's super easy. For the teacher, it's great because that's reoccurring business for us. It just seems like everyone wins and they're getting rid of this. And I don't understand VIPKID. Because anyways, they come out after that and they say they're not actively moving students from existing teachers. And yes, they aren't. They aren't actively doing that. But you know what? I could say I've got a straight A policy. Just because I say I have a straight A policy, if I go out and I don't study, I get F's on all my tests, well, it doesn't matter if I've got a straight A policy. If the implementations that you're doing are causing students to thus move to new teachers, which that is the implication, that's what's going to happen. Because if they can't book you out automatically every 2 weeks, what's going to happen? They're going to be more likely to move to new teachers. So I guess that is my beef there. What can we do about it? And what it comes down to is we can only control what we can control. That's what it comes down to. So teach the very best class you can, give the very best reward you can, encourage the students, do a great job in feedback, and honestly, that's all we can do to try and retain the student. This really hurts trying to retain the students, so we just really need to focus in on what we can control. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about this priority booking request. It's been a tough old grind for existing teachers, but we can control what we can control. Please come back. I'll do a video here in the next few days. Bye, everybody.